KTSU Houston. Your community station. Your community station. Community station. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hello. Good morning.
Your show is number one. I want to tell you.
And I just love listening to the show. I just want to tell you that.
Lightning the bus of Pat. I finally got Devan Wade on the line.
You know you've been waiting. Temporary.
This is Sports Talk with Devan Wade. So call the show 713-313-4354.
KTSU 90.9, your community station. Welcome to Sports Talk with Devan Wade on a tremendous Saturday morning where we talk anything and everything sports. And a way to get you involved in the conversation is to have you call, if you like. 713-313-4354, 713-313-4354. In addition to that, you can tweet me at Wade's Word, WADESWORD. And, of course, you can find me on Facebook, the Sports Talk with Devan Wade page and group. Wow, a lot to talk about. NBA Finals, we certainly want to get into that. And the ramifications of what this NBA Finals mean. You know, there's some things I have to figure out how to classify. Where do I put Steph Curry if he's able to win? Where do I put LeBron James? There's some things that are different that we're not used to as basketball fans. Things that we've grown up and grown accustomed to that aren't the case in this particular situation, it looks like. If the series holds serve, so to speak, and goes the way we think it's going to go. We want to get your thoughts on that. 713-313-4354, 713-313-4354. I had some comments on Muhammad Ali's funeral yesterday, and I want to get into that and a hometown hero. And who's your hometown hero? Or your sports hero. We can get into some of those things as well, but a lot to get into. This is sort of the quiet before the football storm. So we had these couple of weeks in here where we can kind of open it up. If you've never called the show, great opportunity to get involved. We can talk about anything and everything you like. Again, 713-313-4354, 713-313-4354. I want to say hello to all the folks who check us out on the podcast. Certainly appreciate the views on that. And, of course, on this, June 11th, excited to talk about anything you'd like. I'm going to take a time out, come back on the other side, get this thing started. Sports Talk with Devan Wade on KTSU 90.9, your community station. Welcome back to Sports Talk with Devan Wade on a wonderful Saturday morning. Hope all is well. Want to get you involved in the conversation, 713-313-4354, 713-313-4354. In addition to that, you can tweet me at Wade's Word, WADESWORD, no apostrophes, all lowercase. Easy breezy. And, of course, on Facebook, Sports Talk with Devan Wade group and page. Want to bring in the Silver Fox. Kevin Allen, good morning. Kevin, how are you?
Top of the morning to you, Devin. What's going on?
Good. You can adjust the mic. That's better. Good. Yeah. Wow. Some NBA Finals talk. I want to get into that a little bit as well. But before we get into the talk about the NBA Finals, or lack thereof. I mean, it's just about over. I want to talk a little bit about, did you see any of the Muhammad Ali funeral yesterday?
I didn't get to see any of them.
I'll tell you what, man. I think everybody owes it to themselves to go back and watch whatever clips you can find. It was an unbelievable afternoon. Unbelievable. Did you see did you see any of the highlights?
I didn't see any of it. I'm going to try and go back sometime today and catch those. So, some of us have to work for it.
Well, yeah, and I understand. I totally understand. But it was riveting to watch the procession between throughout the streets of Louisville. Louisville. I learned how to say that. Louisville. I learned how to say that from a native Louisvillian. I think that's what they call, right? Louisvillian.
Yeah, Louisville.
We're Houstonians, Louisvillians. Just to see the the flowers being thrown on the hearse, and it just the way folks responded, and just running through the streets alongside the hearse, and really just that part alone was remarkable. Flowers everywhere, people holding up signs and flags. It was unbelievable. But then you see the service, and the service had it was interfaith, so it had folks from the Native American community from the Asian community, from the Jewish community. And of course, he was a Muslim, so from the Islamic community. So it was just the way people came together and what they said. I just think that's an historical. And unfortunately, these celebrity funerals are something that you can kind of recount. I don't know if you saw the Whitney Houston or the Michael Jackson. Those things were full-out production. This was, you had to pay homage to Muhammad Ali, and it just struck me that how much he really, really meant to the city of Louisville. He really, he was a hometown hero in a way that I don't know that we understand here. And I want to ask folks the question: if you had I'm a native Houstonian, and I know we have our folks that we love. Who's our true hometown hero? I guess some may say Nolan Ryan, the Alvin Express. I would go with Earl Campbell or Clyde Drexler, but nobody. Earl came from Tyler, and even Nolan Ryan from Alvin. And then a lot of folks are not baseball fans here, so that kind of doesn't resonate throughout the entire city. Clyde Drexler is one. I don't know. What are your thoughts on a home? Who is the guy that has the heart? If you talk about a person that had the heart of Houston, I think you have to go with Earl Campbell. You could go with a larger one, but again, he's from Lagos, Nigeria. I'm just saying, if somebody that was born here in this town and really just captivates it. I don't know. It's
hard to say. With Muhammad Ali. That's like just special. That
it was unbelievable.
To have someone that can actually have the heart of the world, and they're from your city.
Right.
And
really as much beloved in the city as he was around the world.
Hey man, you can't compare it. It's on another planet.
Yeah, and like I said, I know we talked about him for the majority of the hour last week, but it was such an amazing thing. He transcended race and religion and nationality. It was just a really moving thing. Malcolm X's daughter spoke, Billy Crystal, Bryant Gumbel, William Clinton, Bill Clinton, the President Clinton, Valerie Jarrett spoke. But it was a young lady who was on the Muhammad Ali scholarship at Louisville. She spoke, really emotional. I'll post some of those clips on my Sports Talk with Devin Wade group page or on the fan page. So I'll do that so you guys can get an opportunity to look. I don't know if you saw this one either. You guys owe it to yourselves to check out some of the stuff I put on social media. I'm not on there all day long with, I'm eating, look at what I'm eating. I have a hamburger. You see the cheese on the hamburger? And I'm kind of a foodie, but still, I'm not going to post a lot of pictures of, look at me. My life is so great. So I don't post a lot of personal stuff, which, again, I'm not knocking it because I just think it's hard for me to be involved in social media, period. And if it wasn't for the wonderful people that I love so much and have come to love inside of the Friday Express, my TFE family and my Sports Talks folks, if it wasn't for that, it's not the easiest thing for me to do because sometimes, you're sitting somewhere by yourself and I'm a little bit more, it's a difficult thing. What about you? You're getting better.
Yeah, I'm getting better.
On the social media.
Yeah, I'm getting, well,
you're not good enough though. You need to tweet more.
I'm getting better. I'm getting better on the Twitter side. I'm still old and doing a lot of stuff on the Facebook side.
See, Snapchat is something that's hard for me to do the videos.
I can't do that kind of stuff, Devin, because when you grew up back in the 20s, they didn't have that. So, I'm just getting up to speed on this, but I'm getting better.
If you go into Kevin's house, all of his photos, he's not smiling on any of them. And that's not because he's not a happy person, because he's really a happy person. It's because when they were taking photos, that back then, the exposure took so long that you had to have the same facial expression so you wouldn't mess the picture up. So whatever your resting position was facially, that's what you had to maintain because the exposure was so slow. So when you go back and look at those pictures of Kevin, it's not that he's not happy, because he is, but it just took so long.
We had to wait on the flash back then. Devin, come on, man. We were still experimenting with those kind of things. So, hey.
But I say all of that to say, social media, it has its advantages. I can get a chance to connect with my folks in a way that I never have, but I also have a chance to, and I say that I don't share, but I do watch other people, what they share, and other stuff that they put out. I find it interesting. It's just, I'm a little self-conscious, I get.
Hey, man,
Snapchat I can't do, because I don't want, and I'm having a tough time with the podcast. But again, being here so early, you want to make sure that folks can, if you want to go back and look at it on YouTube, you certainly can. So, I have a tough time, but Snapchat, to me, some of that stuff.
Hey, one step at a time with me.
If I was young and and I on the scene, you get in a lot of trouble with that. And with these young athletes, it's a tough thing to navigate. But again, we've gone on, off the beaten path. The reason why I say that is because I posted a video of Michael Jackson and Muhammad Ali that you need to check out. It's really funny because Mike has hands. I mean, it's crazy. But some of the stuff that I post is really fun, and I try to be informative. So if you get a chance, Sports Talk with Devin Wade page.